Welcome back to More Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to take a look at Trey Hendrickson. Now, I'm going to continue in the series where I look at different people throughout the 2023 season and cover different stories that I just didn't have time to cover during the season. Going back looking at stats, going back reading stories, and just want to see if the film matches up with the stories that I've came across. So today we're going to talk about Trey Hendrickson. He was drafted in 2017 by the Saints. He was a third round pick 103. Came to Cincinnati in 2020, and his kind of his career stats. He's had two 20 sack seasons since he's came to Cincinnati. In New Orleans, in those 3 seasons in New Orleans, he only had nine total. So now, since he's been in Cincinnati, he's had 63 sacks in Cincinnati. So I don't know what unlocked him, or was it the coaching? Was he just growing to his own, or what? But since he's been in Cincinnati, he's been balling. He had a 20 sack season in 2021, and he had a 20 sack season last year. So as far as his stats for 2023, he again had his second 20 sack season, 79 pressures, 49 hurries, and 10 QB hits. So what we're going to do is take a look at a few plays and see how Trey Hendrickson does what he does to get to the quarterback. Welcome back to More Sip the Tally. All right, welcome back. And before we get started, if you like this video at the end of the video or anytime during the video, hit the like button. And if you really like it, consider subscribing and hit that bell so you can be notified when this content drops throughout the 2024 offseason. All right, let's get into Trey Hendrickson and how he does what he does when he do what he do. He's on the right side of your screen here. And this is versus the Cardinals. What I like about it here is this hand slap. That little forearm slap, what it does is, because the offensive line wants to get his hands inside. He wants to have an initial punch. He wants to take that right hand and kind of slow down the process. But Hendrickson slaps it off, so it has no effect. No effect at all. And now he's using both hands. That's if the offensive lineman brought the other hand, he'd take both hands with his both hands. But since the lineman only used one, he's able to get it off with that one. And then when he comes with the second one, he's not really in good position to get his hands on him. So now all he got to do is take that left arm, and if he can get it under the armpit of the tackle, all you got to do is stay flat after that. You see that arm starting to rip now? And look, the tackle's out of position, even though he's trying to get some help from the running back. And at this point, it's kind of too late. Hendrickson, all you got to do is just run to the QB now. And if the tackle tries to stop him, it's probably going to be holding. See, he just got to come flat. See, there's the holding right there. But he still gets the sack. Still. I mean, he's turned into an amazing player. Again, having 9 sacks in 3 seasons in New Orleans, and then coming to Cincinnati and just going nuts. This is against the 49ers. Now, he tries the bull rush here. The offensive lineman has his hands where he wants them on the inside. So Hendrickson's hands are outside. He's trying to bull rush. Now using his hands again. He's very, I want to say, accurate with his hands as far as his hand placement. Because now he's going to try to take that hand, his right hand, and get the tackle's left hand off of him. You see him swipe at it. He kind of missed it. He's trying to swipe it off, but he missed it. See right there? Trying to hit that right hand. He misses it, but he succeeds in widening out the right arm of the tackle. And now he got to do again. Dip that arm. Like if he gets it under the armpits, he just got to stay flat. He got it right where he needed it. Now come here, Brock Purdy. Sack fumble. Again, he wasn't showing out like this in New Orleans. He got to Cincinnati, and like I said, I don't know if the coach unlocked him or he just grew into his own or what. But he's a certified baller now. This versus the Steelers. Tries his little hand move again. Not really effective on this guy. This guy really has him, in good position. His hand should be inside. Hendrickson tries to take that arm and rip by, but the tackle is in great position at this point. But the thing about Hendrickson is that I didn't mention earlier, he's a high motor guy. So even though this tackle is going to block him for a good 2.5, maybe 3.5 seconds, he's not going to quit on the play. Again, he's just trying to overpower him, and he can't. At that point, He just keep working. Just keep working. Now, part of this is on the quarterback for not realizing the pocket and stepping right into him. But again, Henderson does a good job of, and I don't think this was on purpose, but this is one of those contain rushes. It's one of them contain rushes. When the quarterback tries to get out, you just fold in. And him with his running mate, Hubbard, get in on the sack. That's a good job of just staying with it and not giving up on it. But staying in your lane, not getting too wide, not getting too deep, and allowing the quarterback to just step up. He had a plan, stuck with it, and stayed to it. Now versus the champs. So on your left side of your screen here. There's that move again. Now that time he missed completely. He missed completely on this one. But by him, like, that's not, see where that placement is right there? That's not on purpose. He's trying to slap that hand down, but in the process of trying to slap it away from him, he knocks it up. So the tackle can't replace his hands now because Hendrickson's still so quick. I haven't even mentioned his short area quickness. That's another part of his game that's rarely talked about. His short area quickness against these guys. Now that little swipe missed, but it got the tackle's arm out of position to put hands on him. And so now the tackle's out of position. If he can just get that shoulder up under that armpit, again, come flat. So you see him trying to dip right there? There it is right there. That's the position you want to be in. Because there's nothing the tackle can do now other than push you upfield. That's all he can do. And so hopefully, you know, as an offensive guy, your quarterback has enough sense to step up. But if he don't, you're going to go right to him. All you got to do is just stay flat now. Just stay flat. And actually, he came back to Mahomes. Mahomes stepped up some. So he came back down the pipe to Mahomes. Got another sack fumble. And again, that's one of the reasons, like his motor, his hand placement, his hand placement accuracy, his quickness, all those things have contributed to him having those 220 sack seasons. Now, is he gonna break that record? That's a tough record to break. Tough record to break. But I wouldn't put it past him. Trey Hendrickson's a monster now. He's fully developed. He's in his final form, as the anime people say. I'm not an anime watcher. I'm just biting words right now. But I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And again, I'm just gonna try to highlight, you know, guys throughout the season that had great seasons, and I feel like need highlight. And this is one of the dudes that did that, man. And I didn't realize before doing research on this video that he had 2 20-sack seasons. That's impressive. 2 20-sack seasons, a 14-sack season, and a 9-sack season with Cincinnati after coming from New Orleans with only 9 sacks total. So, you know, I don't know if he did it or the coaching did it, but somebody unlocked Trey Hendrickson for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'll see y'all soon, man. I appreciate you guys for watching More Sip to Talent. Peace and love.